plastic belt. The biggest issue we face is all the equipment you're going to see, and it's better to have this conversation here because when we get down, the generators will take away our sound. All this is operating on diesel. This equipment runs
all operated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That runs the rig
on diesel.
Their shifts are 12-hour shifts for 2 weeks. So they work 12-hour day, they're on rest for 12 hours, and then they're working again for 2 weeks. And they're off for 2 weeks. So they live on site. This operation from the drilling never ceases. The equipment does break down. We have definitely had O-rings fail, and then you'll lose 10 gallons on the surface of diesel. Those are the things that we fear the most. So that's why you put all the containment, and you'll see subsequent containment in areas where we know there's a high probability of a spill. So you want to lay out the whole location from a containment, and then where Adam's working the cuttings, there's additional containment. And then it'll be on the opposite side, there will be where we actually store the diesel. You'll see tubs around them that capture. Surface spills are our biggest enemy. We think them through, we don't get them all. I would be lying to you. But I will tell you, from a standpoint of hydraulic refracturing a well, we are not seeing any contamination from going underground and out. The DEP has been here, the EPA has been here. We, Cabot, hosted EPA in 2008. They came out and witnessed one of our fractures. And there was no problem from what they saw in our operation. The nation is across the board. This industry has fractured about 1,000,001 wells. You're not seeing, at the depth of where we are, water making its way back to surface. It just is not occurring. So where our problem is surface stuff. And we've had our problems at surface. We've had our problems at sites like this where we'll spill on surface, and we had a pad site where we were developing, and we had 3 in a row. What we're trying to do, though, is definitely engineer so we don't run into that problem. But it is a concern. It's what we face the most and where we want to make certain that we don't have problems. But I would be lying if I said we have not. We had 3 on the one site. An operation like this, we were staging water from one area to the next. We were bringing it over an elevation up and down. And we created a water hammer effect. When that water came through the pipeline, it blew off the valves and the fittings. Now remember, the water is also mixed with sand. Imagine that water going down those pipelines. The abrasiveness is something else to think about. So again, now we have a better understanding through that evolution of how often we need to change the equipment out. But we did. In a 24-hour period from one day to the next, it ran over 2 days. It was a 24-hour period. We had 3 surface problems with hydraulic fracturing gel. There was a spill, it was contained on site, but it was a black eye, no doubt about it. So again, we're making certain that when we build these sites, from that incident, we put forward 27 different engineering standards as a result. So again, the people that Janice and I work with wake up every morning trying to figure out how to do this right. And I hope if anything today, we get that point across. Again, we're not always going to agree, and Vera and I have had our conversations on different points. We will try to strive to show you, though, that we want to be as open and honest as we can be. And again, I welcome any questions that you have as we proceed. I just know as we get closer, the hearing's going to be harder.
George, can I ask you one